2K Sports presents Thursday night of the NBA. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Berry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. And checking out some numbers for Harrison Barnes.
And guys, I think the best way to measure his performance these last 10 games is his effective field goal percentage, which has improved, a sign that his game is in much better shape than it was not too long ago.
Now look at Memphis's starting group. Morant is the point, with Bane out on the wing. Wells is out there with Jackson, and it's Clark in at the 5 spot. And for Las Vegas, Magic Johnson is out there with Barrett. Then there's Andre Drummond. Then there's Harrison Barnes. And it's Thompson in at the 4. So this is the first of 2 in a row. These two teams will play against each other. Greg, any advantages or disadvantages?
Well, I mean, I feel in the first game, you can run your game. That second time around is when you get to dig deep into the film and try and make adjustments.
Now Drummond. Pass to Barnes. Some nice passing by Las Vegas here. For 3, Barrett sinks the three-pointer. Barrett's got the first 3 points tonight for Las Vegas.
And Barrett's teammates love it when he looks to shoot from the corner. They know how dangerous he can be from deep.
Clark sets a screen for Morant. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Greg, with how explosive Ja Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
That's good from Morant.
Now an all-NBA caliber talent, Morant still feels like he has room to improve.
Both free throws good from Morant. Greg, no one questions the Grizzlies' talent. The challenge has always been availability.
Yeah, whether it's been injuries or suspensions, it's hard to get into a rhythm when you're missing key players. But when they're all on the floor, Kevin, they can beat anyone.
And Morant's got the ball here for the Grizzlies. 4-point game. Jackson passes to Bane. And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That's his first foul.
Kind of a ticky-tack foul there, but you have to be aware that's how the refs are going to blow the whistle tonight.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. And that one's good, Morant.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now it's a shootout.
Johnson dishes to Thompson. Pass to Barrett. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Barrett's got 5 now.
That's 3 straight shots to fall here to start. Looking good.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, here's what Las Vegas' head coach had to say earlier. Desmond Bane was the topic, and coach was effusive with his praise. He said Bane is a great catch-and-shoot guy, but he'll find ways to contribute no matter what. He also said Bane is hard to game plan for, but they'll do their best not to let him get in the rhythm. They will have their hands full tonight, guys.
Thanks, David. And the shot by Wells, no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Barnes getting to the inside. He sees that the defense is closing in, and he still takes the hit.
Las Vegas shooting their first free throws of this.
Las Vegas, Harrison Barnes. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And so he hits both.
And Barnes, one of those guys that every team would love to have. He just has a workmanlike attitude.
Outside Jackson. Pass to Wells. Morant outside. Good D by Thompson.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 fall. And right now they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. Second half of February. Interesting to see how some of these teams compare. Let's take a look at Dallas. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
You know, for Las Vegas, they've claimed the top spot because they've earned it. Some people say they're playing above their heads. I think we're just starting to realize how good this team is.
Morant got it from 16 feet. Morant's got 7 points.
And you want to prevent Ja from driving to the rim, but you gotta also contest him at the mid-range and just hope it doesn't go in. This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Outside Jackson. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. At the top of the key, Clark. Shot clock at 6. Bane against Barrett. Bane, no good. And here's Las Vegas. They're on a 16-7 run. Johnson outside. On the wing, Thompson. Guarded by Morant. Here's Barrett. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
R.J. Barrett has established himself as a guy who can play a lot of different roles. Brent, a very versatile player.
A versatile player, Kevin, for sure, and the scoring has been there, but I don't think that's what you rely on with R.J. Barrett. You want him to be a complementary player that plays in different positions on the floor to put the defense at a disadvantage. He's that skilled, and he has that ability to grow that way.
The NBA has always been a star-driven league, Greg, and that's reflected in team strategies now more than ever before.
It is. All over the league, teams now building their systems around their stars, surrounding them with complementary players and running the offense through them as much as possible.
Well, the D's so tight on him, it makes him alter his shot. And an easy chance turns into a tough one because the defense is swarming.
Now, here's Thompson. He had 15 points last outing. And Barrett with the basket on the assist by Thompson. Barrett's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
And it's good. 2 points.
A solid distributor. I think Jackson is gifted at reading defenses and then being able to spot the open teammate.
Now here's Drummond. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Here's Thompson. Bells with the steal. Pass to Bane. And stolen by Thompson. Johnson with it. Guarded now by Jackson. The kick out to Barnes. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists now in this one.
Yeah, complete focus right now. Such an impressive start to this game. 100% from the field.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. Grant's checked in. Santi Aldama's checked in for the Grizzlies. Morant finds Jackson. Pass to Morant. 6 on the shot clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Payne for 3. Thompson with the rebound. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for Las Vegas. Coming in on a 19-game win streak. They're set to achieve something very few teams have ever done. A win tonight would be their 20th win in a row.
So few teams in the history of the NBA have ever put a streak like this together, so it's really impressive. My prediction, the streak continues.
Now Barrett after the missed 3 from Desmond Bane. Out to Barrett. Off target from three-point range. The Grizzlies trail by 14. Morant outside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on R.J. Barrett.
And going up strong inside demonstrates confidence. Morant not afraid to get physical.
Chris Middleton's checked in for Las Vegas. Both free throws good from Morant.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
For 3. Rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
To the middle. Pass to Aldama. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Barrett. Las Vegas leading by 12. Middleton the pass to Thompson. The shot's good. Thompson's got his second basket.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Aldama with the ball. Jackson a screen on Middleton. Aldama can't hit.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Got a piece of it. Bane with the steal. Fast break Memphis. Pull up Jay, and the basket by Jackson.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now here's Johnson. Nothing on the board, and Barrett gets it to go.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
Now Johnson. Following Jaren Jackson's three-point attempt. And Middleton kicks to Johnson. It's rebounded by Memphis. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
And that was a tough one. They expected to play well and did, just not well enough.
Categorically, you look at that box score from that last game, and they outplayed their opponent in so many areas. I thought it was going to at least come down to a buzzer beater, but it did not.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, the Grizzlies retired Marc Gasol's number 33 last season. You may recall he moved to Memphis in his teens, watching his older brother Powell play for the Grizz. Marc said, I had a very unique perspective, that of a fan. When I came back as a Grizzlies player, I carried that with me. Kevin, that pride certainly showed.
Pride's a great word to use. No question, D.A. Thank you. The Grizzlies trail by 14. Outside, Bane. Memphis moving it around. Aldama passes to Bane. Now here's Jackson. Three-pointer. Traps in the tray. Jackson's got 7.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Out to Barrett. And good coming off the assist by Magic Johnson. Johnson's got 6 assists here tonight.
Wow. That hot hand.
Now here's Bane. Hasn't made one yet. It's good.
You got to know this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Morant against Johnson. Grant outside. Johnson down low. Pass to Middleton. Out to Barrett. And he's good on the 3-ball. He's got 17.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
Well, a lot of importance placed on outside shooting, and tonight you can see why after that kind of quarter exploding from the perimeter. This is not a player who likes to be trailing in any game. That lights a fire.
Johnson dishes to Middleton. Bane against Barrett. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. The Grizzlies trail by 13. Bane the bounce pass. He gets it in there.
Great use of the bounce pass. Thumbs down on that one. Tough to defend against.
Middleton outside. On the wing, Thompson. On the wing, Johnson. Out to Barrett. 5 on the clock. Las Vegas needs to get off a shot. Shot from 16. And Thompson gets it to go in on the assist by Middleton. And Las Vegas leads by 13. And Morant's got the ball here for the Grizzlies. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Magic Johnson picks one up.
And it's hard to pick a more electrifying player in the league than Ja Morant. He explodes off the floor.
For Memphis, they have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
That's good from Morant. And Las Vegas will go for a different look here. Chris Boucher's checked in for Grant. Robinson comes in for Amen Thompson. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for R.J. Barrett. And it's Ellison for Johnson. Then for the Grizzlies, Edey comes in for Brandon Clark. And it's Luke Kennard in for Bane. Now here's Middleton. Still yet to score. Ellis against Morant. Ellis, the pass to Boucher. Over Edey. Boucher's shot is off. The Grizzlies trail by 11. Morant outside. Pass to Jackson. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Jackson's got 9. Robinson for 3. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Las Vegas leads by 9. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Las Vegas.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
Well, I like that they've also emphasized the three-point line. That's a big difference maker.
We've got Chris Middleton. Ellis is out there with Jordan Clarkson. Then it's Magic Johnson. And it's Robinson. In at the 3, the small forward. Johnson kicks to Clarkson. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Ellis. The Grizzlies pull it in.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Jackson is out there with Santi Aldama. Then it's Williams. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Edey in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. The Grizzlies trail by 9. Pass to Kennard. Here's Aldama, guarded by Robinson. There's a screen by Aldama. Inside. Over Robinson. Here's Edey. A And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
Now, here's Kennard after Magic Johnson's miss. And Jackson gets it to go.
And he is a huge presence inside at both ends. Jackson's a great asset to have in the post.
Now here's Johnson. He has yet to score. Outside Robinson. Las Vegas again missing. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Pass to Kennard. And taken away by Magic. And now here comes Robinson on the break.
And Duncan Robinson with great focus to get the finish.
Jackson Jr. First personal foul, first team foul.
Greg, you look at today's point guards. So many different types that can be effective.
And there's a lot more freedom for point guards to kind of explore the parameters of their game. Sometimes it's steady in an offense. Other times it's to ignite it.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Wells is checked in.
Yeah, and no, there's glimpses of better all-around play from Duncan Robinson. He gets paid to stretch the floor, and he does it well.
Pass to Kennard. Jackson in the corner. And the 3 off target. Las Vegas leading by 8. Here's Middleton. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
Middleton out there thinking about the game, and that helps out. Skilled at getting to the free throw line.
It's his first trip to the line. That free throw, no good. He hits the second from the line.
A solid passer and rebounder, but it's really scoring where Middleton shows up big. He can be just relentless on that end of the floor.
Now here's Jackson. We saw him with 19 points his last outing.
Oh, the officials are all over that.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
First team foul. At the line for the Grizzlies, Jaren Jackson.
The first one falls.
And you love how Jackson Jr. has responded to setbacks and injury in his career. He doesn't get discouraged, just makes him work harder.
And Las Vegas making a change here. Boucher is checked in. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Las Vegas leading by 8. It's Ellis on the wing. Some nice passing by Las Vegas here. And the shot's good from Boucher.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now here's Middleton. He had 15 points last outing. Clock at 6. Here's Ellis. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Middleton's got 4 assists in the game.
Feeling more and more comfortable in this offense. That's just Chris Middleton making a play.
Here's Wells. 5 points in the game. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Clarkson. To the inside. Boucher. And the dunk by Boucher.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
And so it's Memphis with it. After the basket by Las Vegas. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Now here's Middleton. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Back to Ellis. Clock at 4. Middleton on the wing. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Pass to Wells. Here's Edey. Boucher defending. Edey gets the bucket. Edey's got 6 points in the quarter.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
And first time out of the game called for Las Vegas. Vegas will go for a different look here. Drummond's checked in for Chris Boucher. Thompson comes in for Chris Middleton. Barnes, he's checked in for Duncan Robinson. And R.J. Barrett subbed in for Clarkson. Baines checked in for Memphis. Ja Morant comes in for Luke Kennard. Now here's Ellis. 9 points last game. Out to Barrett. Pass to Thompson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Edey picks one up.
And with his movement skills, Thompson routinely catches defenders out of position.
For Las Vegas, they've made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. They trail by 11. And this matchup with Las Vegas, it's their first meeting of the season.
And 2 teams here that were evenly matched a season ago as they split the season series.
Edey, and he dunks it down.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Inside. Here's Bane. Good. And the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Striking fast inside. Bane isn't going to miss a chance at a look like that.
Now, here's Thompson. 8 points for him. Ellis surveying the D. Back to Thompson. Takes the 13-footer, and that one's good. Barnes has got 12 in the game.
Barnes likes to do his damage around that area, fluid in the mid-range.
Pass to Edey. To the middle. Here's Jackson, and the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Thompson inside. It's blocked, and he recovers it. To the paint. Ball stolen. Shot left block. Out to Morant. Launches it. Looks good. Is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
They're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
Las Vegas calls timeout. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Las Vegas. Johnson comes in for Ellis. And Memphis also making a switch. Aldama's checked in. Johnson outside. Floats it up for Grant. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
That is a good option. You could throw that ball just about anywhere. Even the top of the square. Jeremy Grant ripping one off.
The Grizzlies trail by 6. And once known for his defense, Jeremy Grant has become a knockdown three-point shooter. Brent, he's fun to watch.
Yeah, that's really opened up some lanes for him as a player to do more, become more complete. I mean, his slashing game has come along. He's been a better rebounder. And if you foul him, he's going to cash in at the free throw line.
Now, here's Johnson. Scoreless thus far. Johnson against Bane. shoots from 14. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
You see the offensive versatility there. Bane stepping inside the arc to take that mid-range.
Johnson against Morant. Swiped it away. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Coaching staff would like some more shots from that range.
Thompson passes to Grant, and Jeremy Grant picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
That's 2 really unproductive trips in a row, ending in turnover.
Memphis trailing here. Now here's Morant. 16 points for him. There's a screen by Aldama. And Aldama slams it in.
It's like reading a picture book for Morant. He makes it look insanely easy.
Down low, Bane with the steal. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Ja Morant was the first NBA guard in a quarter century to lead the league in points in the paint. He says, I can't just rely on dunking every single play, so I need different types of finishes to get my shot off, whether it's high off the glass, the reverse, or hanging in the air forever. And Kevin, he just says it so casually. Back to you.
I know it. But look, David, he doesn't do it casually, right? He is a one-man circus. Now here's Morant, following the miss by Jeremy Grant.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Johnson gets for 2, and the foul on Magic Johnson. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
And looking at that replay again, just a big-time block right there.
Quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Some changes for Memphis. Clark comes in for Edey, and it's Jackson in for Santi Aldama. Morant kicks to Jackson. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Jackson's got 8 points in the quarter.
And he's proven he can make this shot. Jackson, the D has to respect his range better than that.
And it goes down 2 points.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Now here's Jackson. 17 points in the game.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Nice shot by Thompson.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
Morant against Thompson, and taken away by Magic. Wants to get it to Barrett, and does. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Johnson finds Barnes, sinks the triple. Barnes has got 15.
Well, when Harrison Barnes makes shots like that, confidence grows. He's feeling it. Teammates are going to start feeding off of that.
Thompson against Morant. Can they get it? And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Thompson.
High effort play by Morant. He refuses to let the foul stop him from getting the shot up.
For 2.
Throw is good.
And really a good job of getting to the line in that first quarter. Hasn't been doing that as much here in the second.
Drummond's checked in for Jeremy Grant. No good on the second free throw. Las Vegas has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Memphis has gone for the three-pointers 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. Pass to Jackson beyond the arc. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
This quarter belongs to him, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. keep that momentum going.
Uses the glass to finish the layup. Johnson's got it all tied up now for Las Vegas.
And when you have this kind of size as a point guard, what a tremendous advantage. Magic can really match up with all 5 positions. Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
It's been all about Jaren Jackson for the Grizzlies. What a quarter that saw them generate a great comeback effort and are now out in front with momentum behind them. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Howdy, folks. Time for halftime fun. Woohoo! Before we check out the action at hand, first order of business, the power rankings. Hold on, I just got an alert on my phone. Ooh, half off bowling after the game tonight. Who's in?
I imagine Shaq probably throws that bowling ball a little too hard, Ernie. I don't know.
False. I have a finesse game, Kenny. One time I hit a sit-down shot from the seats behind the lane.
Shaq's like a trick shot artist out there. He's diving, he's spinning. I'm curious to see what's left in the bag. I'll get the lanes. You guys bring your own shoes this time. So let's move on now to this Grizzlies game, which has turned out to be a tight one.
I like their follow-through on the offensive end, not taking the shots and walking away. They're hunting for those second-chance opportunities there, Shaq.
And turning those opportunities into points that they need.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. It's been a clinic out there by Jaren Jackson.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
Yeah, he keeps tracking down those spots behind the three-point line and finding some open opportunities.
They've got R.J. Barrett. Thompson is out there with Chris Middleton. Then there's Harrison Barnes. And it's Johnson in at the 1 spot. Bane with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. And for the Grizzlies, Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Clark is out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Wells in at the small forward.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Here's Johnson. Nobody near Barnes. Off target from outside.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue. And you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. And then jammed down as he goes right over him. Then Thompson.
And leave it up to Morant to put on a show. What a spectacular dunk.
Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now here's Johnson. Pass to Middleton. It's rebounded by Memphis. Clark's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Morant passes to Jackson. Bane looking around to the inside. And it's Morant missing.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that youthful exuberance.
Outside, Bane. Wells kicks to Jackson. Floats it up there for Morant. And stolen by Thompson. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Yeah, RJ was going to score either through you or over you. It's a nice finish there.
This will be his third free throw shot of the game.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
Drummond's checked in for Las Vegas. And that one falls for Barrett.
You can see the focus here from R.J. Barrett. He brings a subtle intensity to his game on both ends of the floor.
Morant against Thompson. Morant left side. Jackson. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got his fourth rebound in this one. Pass to Johnson. It's Barrett on the wing, guarded by Bane.
A fundamental footwork and boxing out there that allowed him to rip that ball right off the rim.
Drell's wide open. The Grizzlies with another miss. Las Vegas trails by 3. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Harrison Barnes in great body control on that possession, just working against the defender.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
And the free throws have been dropping for him at a rate of about 77% on the season.
And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there.
And for him, that is an ugly trip to the line. Rarely do you see him do that.
Las Vegas, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Here's Johnson. Pass to Drummond. It's Clark with the rebound. Clark's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Payne for 3. It's rebounded by Johnson.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
And every year, and Greg, we agree, Bane seems to get better and better as a playmaker.
Doesn't overdo anything with his passing. Looks more and more comfortable creating off the driving kick. He's become a large part of this offensive engine.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. So for Robbins, checked in for Johnson. Duncan Robinson comes in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Clarkson in for R.J. Barrett. Here's Clark. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. To the left side wing. Wells passes to Bane. And here's Morant. Defended by Middleton. Jackson gets the bucket.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
And the foul on Magic Johnson. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
And here's Morant. He's got 22. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now, here's Clarkson. Still without a basket. Here's Johnson. And too long on the shot. And the Grizzlies leading by 7. Morant outside. Pass to Wells. Payne against Clarkson. 5 to shoot. Second chance shot. Payne, no good.
The D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Memphis has gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Morant reaches to Wells. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his 9th assist in the game now. Here's Johnson. Here's Drummond, and Drummond throws it down.
He's one of the best in the league at just grabbing those O boards, and we've seen him do it year in and year out.
Grizzlies have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. Here's Morant. Out of bounds, Las Vegas takes possession. The field for the three-point contest is about to be finalized. And I'll tell you, we have some shooters here who are going to make this year's event a very heated competition.
Kevin, it always is. There's more pride involved in the three-point contest than in any other part of All-Star Weekend. Each one of those guys wants to prove they are the best shooter in the world.
You look at Bane. He's got a place in the three-point contest within his reach. I hope he makes it because I know how much this would mean to him to be a part of the event.
I mean, that's a good call, Kevin. He's the type of player that can really deliver on a stage like that. He'll be very dangerous if he ultimately gets in.
The voting is just about over, so we'll keep updating you on how it's going. Some very deserving names at the top of this year's list.
Yeah, no problems with the voting thus far. I think the fans and media have done their homework and picked the best shooters in the league.
Yep, that one goes in there.
That is tough. Watching Middleton find some kind of shooting window there and then knocking it down.
Outside, Bane. Outside, Jackson. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Las Vegas.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And another assist for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Outside Jackson. From 13, it's rebounded by Las Vegas. Drummond's got 8 rebounds in this game. A shot by Clarkson, no good. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. The lead is 2. Bane with the bucket.
Well, the defense very attentive to him in the first quarter, but he's finally gotten loose in the second and making them pay.
Clarkson on the wing. Bane with the steal. Shoots over Johnson. And the shot falls short this time.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
And the shot goes down. Johnson's got 6.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. So for Las Vegas, Grant comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Ellison for Magic Johnson. The Grizzlies also making a change. Santi Aldama's checked in for Wells. Now, here's Bane. He's got 7. Some nice passing there by Memphis. The Grizzlies with another miss. Las Vegas trails by 3. And it's Clarkson that time on the assist by Grant. Clarkson's got his first points in this one. Ellis against Morant. Outside for Jackson. A three-pointer off the mark.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
Ellis. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Grizzlies?
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer for the three-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away from deep.
Man, scoring off of turnovers is so helpful. I mean, you get easy opportunities at the rim. It devastates the opponent. They've done a great job tonight at converting on those chances.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. Memphis has gone downtown a lot since halftime. They've missed 5 of their 9 attempts out there. Jackson a screen on Ellis. And Jackson throws it down hard.
A big night for Jackson so far. He's a talented scorer and only getting better.
Outside Robinson. Pass to Drummond. Grant down low. Guarded by Jackson. And the rejection by Jackson. To the middle. A kick out to Bain. Aldama passes to Morant. Back to Aldama. There's the three. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Aldama.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Robinson passes to Ellis. Aldama with the rebound. Aldama's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Takes it from 10. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And it's a 6-point Grizzly lead.
And those are exactly the kinds of plays that can spark a team. Just solid work down in the paint.
Here's Clarkson. And Drummond kicks to Robinson. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Aldama. And off the left side of the rim. And it swirls in for him.
Yeah, Duncan really patient there, exploiting the D and operating in the pick and roll.
Here's Morant. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Grizzlies have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here. So for Las Vegas, Thompson, he's checked in for Jeremy Grant. Harrison Barnes comes in for Robinson. And Barrett subbed in for Clarkson. Memphis also making some changes. Edey's checked in for Clark. And it's Kennard in for Bain. Now here's Ellis. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. To the paint. Cuts off the pass. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Good. Jackson's got 30.
And how about the strength of Jackson there? Uses it whenever he's going up inside and fighting through the contact.
Here's Ellis. There's 1:17 left in the third quarter. A 3 from Barnes. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist. Ellis has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Morant looking around. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Thompson.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
He's been spending quite a bit of time at the foul line. This is trip number 6.
And what a performance he's put in at the free throw line.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Wells is checked in. Both free throws good from Morant.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Thompson outside. Drummond sets the screen for Thompson. Pass to Drummond. Edey with the rebound. Edey's got 6 rebounds here tonight, and they double up Morant. Memphis moving it around. Jackson with the screen. Now Wells. Kennard the pass to Wells. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs. You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Ellis finds Barrett. Middleton, a screen on Kennard. It could go, and no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We'll return shortly. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Here's Kennard. Grant is out there with Amen Thompson. Then it's Johnson. Then it's Barrett. And it's Barnes in at the 3. There's a screen by Aldama. Gets it to fall. The bucket from Bane.
After not having a 3 during the first half, he's made 2 now this second half, and he looks hungry for more.
For 3, Barrett. The kick out to Barnes. Back to Johnson. Pass to Grant. With the floater. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And the Grizzlies leading by 10. Here's Kennard. Aldama finds Kennard. Outside, Bane. There's a screen by Aldama. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Not sure which clips they watched at halftime, but he has figured out how to attack the D, and they kept him in check in the first half. He's flipped it.
And the free throw, no good. Barrett against Bane. Barrett, no good. And so it's Bane with it. He'll bring it up for Memphis. No good with the triple.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Wasted no time on that one. Barnes has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Las Vegas. Knocked loose, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Grant. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Pass to Aldama. Here's Edey. Shoots over Grant. And he goes in for the dunk.
Scraping and clawing, doing everything he can to grow that lead.
Emphatic on the putback stuff.
Team's having a tough time containing him, attacking all the way there.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. It's going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Defensively, you can't afford to give him that kind of look, especially down this many points.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
Memphis leading by 12. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Pass to Edey to the right side. Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Johnson attacking, and that one good. Johnson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
Kennard finds Bane, and again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
This is why you got to stay up on Bane or pay the price.
Grant the pass to Thompson. And here's Barnes for 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 5 assists in the game. The Grizzlies have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. Wells' shot is good.
Trying more and more to utilize the three-pointer. It's a good idea. That's his 2nd 3 of the game. 1 in each half.
Kennard for 3. Here's Edey. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Harrison Barnes picks one up. Free throw good. Edey. And Las Vegas making a change here. Drummond's checked in. Clark, he's checked in for Memphis. Las Vegas calls timeout.
And a wise move to call timeout there. They need to settle down a bit. They've been playing out of control at times here, and it shows with their turnover numbers.
The loudest and craziest fans get a free t-shirt. Let's hear it, fans.
Santi Aldama's checked in for Memphis. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Here's Johnson. And the rejection by Clark.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. I don't mean style points. Here's Kennard. After the basket by Las Vegas. Memphis moving that ball around. Bane, no good. Las Vegas trails by 15.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Santi Aldama. First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for Las Vegas.
That's good from Barnes. Jaren Jackson's checked in for the Grizzlies. Ja Morant comes in for Bane. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Memphis leading by 14. Wells kicks to Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
And that's impressive. Morant's ball control and take charge attitude is what makes him so special.
They double team Johnson. Another possession, another assist. Dishing it all over the place in this one.
He's tallying them up in bunches.
Pass to Wells. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Las Vegas. And Barrett gets it to go.
R.J. Barrett on a roll right now. Let's see if he continues to score or starts to set some guys up.
And here is Wells. Jackson looking around. Takes a three. Barnes grabs the miss. Las Vegas trails by 12. Out to Barrett. And the lead is down inside single digits. Barrett's got 10 points here in the second half. And they double up Morant. Pass to Clark. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. And the Grizzlies lead by 11. Las Vegas, they've gone 8 of 13 from the field since the start of the fourth, sinking the majority of their shots. And the rejection by Jackson. It's out of bounds to Las Vegas. They'll retain possession. Santi Aldama's checked in for Wells.
Santi Aldama.
Now off the inbound. Oh, and the jam by Barrett.
And how about R.J. getting a little bit fancy with that one as he flushes it home.
Memphis leading by 9. Clark sets a screen for Morant. And it's off from three-point range. Thompson with it. Already down by Jackson. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for Las Vegas, Amen Thompson.
First one falls for him. Grizzlies making a switch here. Baines checked in. And so Thompson nails both of them. Morant with it. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for the Grizzlies.
That's good from Morant.
2 shots.
That one misses. And here's Las Vegas. They're on a 14-5 run. And another steal for him. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end.
The Grizzlies with another miss.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up and you can't knock it down.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Now here's Bane. Tries the spin move. No good. Good D by Thompson. And it's Barrett penetrating. Drummond, and Drummond throws it down.
And when you thought this fourth quarter was simply a formality, all of a sudden the offense picks up
and now we have a game.
Clark. Good D by Thompson.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Barnes with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Drummond passes to Johnson. Out to Barrett. Shot clock at 5. Johnson finds Barrett. Barnes with it. Bane with the steal. And now the Grizzlies, fast break. And Barnes sends it back.
Well, on defense, Barnes has reach and quickness. He stayed all over that shot.
And the offense has just operated really smoothly here in the open floor.
They've done very, very well in transition. The problems have come in other areas, which is why they're trailing.
And here's Barnes for 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Bane's got his 4th rebound in this one.
The Drummond delight up in the air and another power jam.
Now Morant. Pass to Aldama. Jackson against Thompson. Here's Aldama. Morant outside. Just 4 to shoot. Lays it up and banks it in. Morant's got 34.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
Johnson, the pass to Barrett. Back to Johnson. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
The Grizzlies call timeout.
All right, time for your Lakers history.
Vegas will go for a different look here. Chris Boucher's checked in for Andre Drummond. Chris Middleton comes in for Amen Thompson. Robinson's checked in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Ellison for R.J. Barrett. The Grizzlies also making a change. Wells is checked in. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Memphis's head coach had some words for the team during the break. He said to them, that's the kind of effort we need to bring every night. We're right in this thing. But it's going to take sustained effort to close it out. Now let's bring it home. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks so much, David. Here's Johnson. Jaren Jackson making his last shot. And here's Ellis from beyond the arc. Outside for Robinson. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson. And Las Vegas leads by 1.
Oh, man. And Duncan has hit big shots before. Let's add another to the list.
Outside, Bane. Memphis moving it around. Here's Wells. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Johnson, the pass to Ellis. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. And for Memphis, they're shooting 44% in the fourth. The offense with some ups and downs. Here's Morant. He's off on that one. Las Vegas has got 8 shots off from three-point land in mid-half. Kicks it down to Middleton. Over Clark. And another assist.
Another possession, another assist.
You know, Greg, he's sharing the ball well, hitting his guys in their spots. Here's Morant. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Las Vegas.
I like how simple they are just keeping things on offense. I mean, the mid-range area has been made available, and, boy, are they taking advantage.
And the other thing about their game tonight that they've done a terrific job of is just moving the basketball around. That's how you rack up assists.
Here's what Las Vegas has got going right now. Drummond's checked in for Chris Boucher. Amen Thompson comes in for Chris Middleton. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Duncan Robinson. And R.J. Barrett subbed in for Ellis. Now, here's Johnson. Johnson draws the double. Barrett against Jackson. Kicks it out to Johnson. Barrett setting a pick for Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. Morant comes with the double team. Wells with the steal. Over Johnson. It's in!
Remember that one. Guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering. Is that the biggest shot of the game?
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Barrett with a screen on Morant. Johnson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. One's on Morant.
And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it. On the ground.
Johnson.
He sinks the clutch free throw. And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives them the lead.
He's got such a smooth stroke, and it never changes, even in this kind of a high-pressure situation.
The Grizzlies call timeout. Guys, what's your take on how they maximize their opportunities now?
You know, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
Sometimes not just what a coach draws up, but who he has execute in these moments.
He's checked in for Las Vegas. We've got 22 seconds left in the game. Fires from the line. Jackson finds Morant. Now here's Wells. Back to Morant. Stolen by Thompson. And an intentional foul right there.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
Amen Thompson. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2. So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Those free throws make things a little more simpler right now. They just have to guard against the 3-point.
Morant kicks to Bane. Lets it go from deep. So it's a narrow victory for Las Vegas, pulling it out for the W. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. RJ, when you look at this game, the offense was clicking. What was happening out there?
Just really getting the win. And when everybody contributes and everybody's, in double figures, everybody's playing well together, that's what it's all about.
And you were a big part of that as well, man. Congrats again. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And now, our player of the game, Magic Johnson.
Wow, what a game we just saw here by Team Showtime. They were down by, I believe, 17 points in the fourth quarter, guys. Showtime, let's take a look at the fourth quarter performance. 43 of 33. They were down by 17 points to start the fourth quarter and had a dramatic comeback to win it by 3. It's amazing. This game was amazing because you had it in the beginning. Showtime came out, was going to blow them out of the water, and then they turned around and said, "Oh no, you." Then they go up by 17, and then Showtime comes roaring back. I tell you one thing, that game-saving steal by Thompson was amazing. Thompson had 5 fouls, so I took him off of Ja Morant late in the game because he just picked up too many fouls. I needed his offense. I put RJ Barrett on him, but for the last play of the game, I put Thompson back on him, and that was all she wrote. He stole the ball. Like John Havlicek or Larry Bird. Well, I tell you, team, look at this Team Showtime, man. Magic Johnson, man. 10. This is the thing we got. Magic Johnson, these turnovers, man. This is 10 turnovers. That's hurting him. But Magic takes a lot of chances with his passes. Takes a lot of chances, and that's what's going to happen. But you're getting 23 assists, though, so you're not going to complain. 14 points, 19 rebounds, 23 assists, 6 of 12 from the field. RJ Barrett goes 4 for 8. Harrison Barnes, 6 of 10. Your main 3 finishers are the guys that Magic got going. Those guys basically put together, 75 plus 80 points coming through Magic Johnson. Then you got Middleton off the bench, Drummond coming in with the rebounding, and the bench guys chipping in with little contributions. Ellis didn't shoot too well, 1 for 5. But you have to give credit to the 2-headed monster of Morant and Jackson. They really put it to Team Showtime tonight. Look at this: 36 points for Morant, 32 for Jackson. But more importantly, look at their man. They killed it from downtown between the two of them. Morant went 4 or 5 from downtown. That's just insane. Blistering accuracy. Not to mention what he was doing inside. Had 12 assists, 3 turnovers. So let's go ahead and take a look at. Then you got to factor in. You had Wells, Edie. Edie was taking advantage of our small lineup. We decided to go. We couldn't even use. We used to go ahead and put in Jeremy Grant. Couldn't even use him because Edie was just destroying him inside when we went small. Let's go ahead and show some of the highlights. There's Edie right there as well. I was talking about Edie coming in there, just taking us inside, destroying our small lineup. Because there's nothing inside. Edie was feasting, man. We couldn't even go. Look at that. Small lineups in there, just dominating. Edie again. Edie eating. Just eating. Just taking advantage of that small lineup. That was smart by the Grizzlies, man. That was smart by them. They saw the mismatch. They went to it. So give them credit, but Team Showtime, just too much. Jaren Jackson. Again, they're taking advantage of the small guys inside. And you have to remember that Jaren Jackson has the ability to step out and hit the three too, so he's a dual threat from his back to the basket game. Also, one of the few players in the NBA today that has a decent back to the basket game and a rim run game, but also a three-pointer to complement. He's kind of a jack of all trades, big. Then you have the Ja Morant. This dude shot the lights out. He went 4 for 5 from downtown. Man, he was on it. Dude. They needed this win though for the playoff run because I think they're the right now they're on the bubble from being either in the playoffs or being in the play-in tournament. So they needed this win to try to get back in the hunt. You see how hard they played, man. But it wasn't enough as Team Showtime comes through with the win. Magic with the pass to Barrett. RJ scores a lot of points, man. When you just you look at all his points, always come off a feed. You never see him creating his own shot. It's always either him spotting up or moving without the ball. But if you set him up, he doesn't mess anything up. You set him up, he finishes, man. That's why he was drafted. Harrison Barnes, just steady outside shooter. That long, lengthy defender. There's our secret weapon right there, the torpedo. Our James Worthy, our man Thompson, the modern era James Worthy right here. This guy just drives it in there, no chill. All of his buckets always come from the paint or just around the paint. Rebounding and rim running, and of course the Magic Man. Going to that double team in the backcourt. Man, this game was lit, man. It was a 17-point comeback. Man, I thought it was over. I didn't think they were going to come back. I thought that's it for the win streak. But there it is. There's your finish. As Showtime extends its win streak to an insane 20 games in a row. 20 games in a row. 44-9. Team Larry Bird. So now with that win, they've officially taken over the best record in the NBA, unless Team Bird comes back and wins their next game. So it's crazy. Like Magic and Bird's teams have the same exact records, and they're just literally battling for position. For the number one record. It's gotten to the point to where it's not even about the conferences anymore. It's about Bird and Magic now. They're competing to see who's going to be a champion of each other now. Like they're start like in the Western. Look in the Western Conference. The Mavericks were like about maybe the Mavericks and the Timberwolves were right there like a couple of weeks ago. But since the last couple of weeks in the season, they've just separated themselves. They're 7 games behind. Timberwolves are 9 games behind. So they're just. I mean, they have a great record, but this is ridiculous. The Knicks are still there though. They're only 3.5 games behind. So anything can happen with the Knicks. That's it. No one else is catching Team Larry Bird other than the Knicks, maybe. That's the only people that have even a decent shot. The Eastern Conference is so weak compared to the West. I mean, look at the record. Look at the records out West, and then look out East. The Eastern Conference, the bare minimum guys are like 56% win percentage. Just whereas out West, the third seed is a 66. Like the fourth, the eighth, like the Warriors are bringing up the rear, and they got a 57% record. If you were out East, you'd be the number 3 seed with that. Think of if the Warriors were in the East, they'd be the number 3 seed. That's crazy. But with that being said, let's go ahead and see who's coming up next on the schedule. Turns out that Showtime actually plays Memphis again. So it's one of those little back-to-back series. So he just played Memphis. They're going to get some rest. They're going to play Memphis the next night after that. But I think, Team Larry's going to play Atlanta in the middle of all that. So now it's time for Team Larry to see if they can hold serve and win their game and tie back and keep pace with Showtime for the best record in the NBA. This is nuts, man. But with that being said, guys, I'm gonna bring this stream to an end. I hope you guys enjoyed it. 17-point comeback by Team Showtime in the fourth quarter. Man, please like this video. This was a good one. So go ahead, if you like what you saw, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and I will see you guys in the next video as the 1986 Larry Bird versus 1987 Magic Johnson in the modern era series continues here on Rexington Strong Style Sports. I will see you for the